It's Ryder Cup week, potentially the best week every 2 years of the golfing calendar. This year, the Europeans are heading over to Bethpage in New York to take on 12 Americans for what will be that Ryder Cup trophy. Over the years, we've seen some iconic shots produced. Today, we've come to Aviara in Carlsbad, California, to recreate 3 of the best golf shots that we've seen that have been match clinching and iconic throughout the years. We're going to have 2 coming to you from the Euros and 1 coming from the US team, and we'll explain how great these golf shots actually were. Fresh pair of kicks for me, iconic throwback to a Ryder Cup legend in Bernhard Langer. These are Adidas equipment. That logo is out now to create its comeback. You know you're old when you remember the original one, but when they look as sick as this, you actually get over it pretty quick. Our first golf shot is going to be from another European that was 4 up at the time in 2014 at Gleneagles. Dormy 4, the Euros needed a point to get it done. Jamie Donaldson stood 146 yards, so the commentator says. I believe it was 147. He had a Vokey 47-degree pitching wedge that he hit flat out and stuck it in there nice and tight against the now current US Ryder Cup captain in Keegan Bradley. If you notice Donaldson, when he hits this, he knows in the air, it looks like he's leaning a bit, it looks like he's pushed it a little bit right until it cozies on up nice and close for it to be conceded. Cruising down the fairway with his finger up in the air, and Paul McGinley diving on him to shake hands with Tom Watson, the American captain. It was an iconic moment. Throughout this video, we're going to create 3 of them, as mentioned. These 2 pairs of shoes, because I'm not giving you my sick equipment, Bernhard Langer's, but these 2 shoes are going to be given away. You got to stay in the video to find out why. You'll also notice something else, which I'll touch on the next shot. But for now, let's see if we can recreate what Donaldson was able to do. I'm going to give myself maybe 3 golf balls to do this. I bought a bag of balls from the Kingdom. No one tell Greg Manley that we've got them. And we're going to see if we can hit one nice and tight. Donaldson, like I said, had 146 according to the commentator. I have 142 downhill, 129 to the front, 153 to the back. When it comes to hitting golf shots like this, in a tournament like this, that far in, you can afford to be a little bit aggressive. Looking at Donaldson, he was aiming a little bit left. I've gone for the same club. I've gone for my pitching wedge. I'm going to have to probably hit this one pretty good. A great shot, and you're going to see us put shot quality up in this video. Tour average would be around 100. I mean, with a pitching wedge, we should be able to get close to tour average. Let's see how we go. Give it the twirl like Donaldson. Nestles on up there. If it didn't have the fade, I'd have given it the walk. Let's go with one more. So that one's gone to about 16 feet right. We aim a little left on this one. We might have the fade this morning going on. Oh, here we go. Ryder Cup on the line. Twirl it again. 2 twirls, 3 twirls. It's deep. Good shot though. We're warming up. We'll give ourselves one more, see if we can do exactly what JD did. If you notice looking back at this, and maybe we can find some images, McGinley was the captain. Little story I have, we were at the PGA, I think, earlier in the year. Donaldson was closer to getting in the team. Jamie Donaldson's a bit of a joker. McGinley came up to him. I happened to be in the huddle at that time working on golf equipment with JD. He used a very old driver shaft at the time. Donaldson and McGinley were talking, and he's talking about Ryder Cup, and all JD could do throughout it was just the excitement, what it means to the Europeans to be in there was just hilarious. A few conversations, few things were exchanged that I can't share with you, but it was funny to watch just the excitement of someone making that team. So to have that winning moment was pretty special. So we're warming up now, pitching wedge downhill. Still can't beat these Ryder Cup legends. Here we go. It's right on line. Get the club twirl even better. Give it the finger. Ah, it's a little long, but we'll take it. Pitch mark, always do your pitch mark. This was our best result of the 3. Donaldson had it to about here, and it was conceded because he was 4 up. That is a pretty good effort. Let's dive in. I mean, we're talking foot. Let's dive into the clipped information and see how good that was in comparison to JD. Shot number 2 on our Ryder Cup hot list of 3, where we try and recreate the shots, is to the right of number 12 at Aviara. I actually didn't know this slope existed. but Q did, because obviously he's hit one out here, which is how we knew how to get here. So after we put the world to rights, I got changed into the second outfit that you can win here when it comes to following along to this video. We'll explain how as we get to our third shot. I've picked out this little Adidas white number, and we've picked out hole 17, Whistling Straits. It was Jordan Spieth, and he was down there on the left side of that par 3. Justin Thomas, I think, had hit him there. He had Lake Michigan behind him. Do you remember that unbelievable around the greens flop shot that he hit out the deep clag? The best we can do for clag is this side slope, because although we've hit it wide, we haven't hit it that wide, or at least our playing partner hasn't, which in this case it'd be Q. I've got a Yeti out there just to the right of our target, and we've got this slope. Now, on clipped, which I was a little surprised at, it gave this shot 133 on shot quality. 100 is an average tour shot. Out the clag like that, I thought he'd have done a bit more. Notice though how high he hit it, and then obviously momentum took him that way. I'm gonna have a few goes, much the same as shot one, see if I can do just as good. And let's see, this one sat up in the rough, so I've got to be careful. And I'm gonna do it as dramatic as he did, because he's a showman. Little heavy, little right, didn't quite strike it, didn't get the height. Let's have another go. This is sitting up real high. So fell back a little early on that one. Let's try and keep it right there so you can get a purer strike. That is exactly how he did it. I got this shot. That's how he did it. Notice how much left that was. We might have a few goes at this one. So that thing, the trick is, and his slope was more severe than this one, is to keep yourself up the slope a little bit. Okay, come on, third attempt. That's meant, but it's not far enough. I'm gonna go again. Two more maybe. It's hard to hit it that far. Let's have a little look. These are just making the green. We've got one about 12 feet and two of them just making the green. So a little less open. Got the height. Can't make the distance. See how he was watching it as well? And the slope he had was so severe. How far is that one? Okay, I gotta hit this so hard. That's got the distance, not the line. They say in the article, when you read about this, that it's one of those shots that when you're a kid, you'd hit it all the time. I've got to be honest, I could stand here all week until I get this. Imagine doing it under that Ryder Cup pressure. Here we go. Good, but left. One more. Here we go. 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 Let's take a look at that one. That was not bad. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's pretty good, that Q. I mean, Speith, that's better than Spieth's effort, that one. To be fair, his was a lot tougher, and that took me 6 goes. So we would have lost the Ryder Cup game for sure, definitely on that 17th. But see how I was struggling to get it there? You got everything left as well. Pretty good effort. Great shot. I mean, I can stand here all day. Don't worry, Aviara. I'm going to fill those divots in right now. Okay, let's take a look at that. So we've got a couple of good options. We'll put it in the clip data. I'm going to take my best. 1 yard, and then that one just by your feet. 1, 2, 3.5 yards. Either of them, or even that one, pretty mustard, to be honest. Again, that slope, the ones you got to watch are these short ones for sure. We'll do 1 yard, and I'll show you what that looks like in the clip data. So we're picking our third iconic Ryder Cup moment. This scored over 180 in shot quality. It was Marco Simone 2023, Tommy Fleetwood on the 16th. Now, Ricky Fowler had already hit one into the drink. So Fleetwood stands up there with the big dog, grips down on it a little bit and drives the green. Unbelievable under the circumstances to hit that golf shot. To recreate it, you can't come out to Avi without doing the 18th hole. So we're here at the yellows. We've got to the front edge. Let's have a little look. I think Fleetwood had about 280. We've got 280, and it's a 260 cover, and it's 300 to the back edge of the green. It's a fun golf shot, and that right there gives you everything you need to know. From the giveaways, because we said to you we're going to do a giveaway in this, these 3 Colin Morikawa tops can be yours, along with the Adi Zero wheels. I'm not giving away my Adidas equipment numbers because they are sick, and notice how they popped with every single outfit I've done. I like that. Well done, Addy. So we're giving them away. In order to win that, in the comments, who's going to win the Ryder Cup? Euros or the US? If you put the score in there and you get that right, I'm going to add some Trottie Golf swag to our winner. Follow Adidas Golf on Instagram. Take a screenshot, you're doing it all. DM me on Instagram. Tag a bunch of mates. You know, all the usual jazz. I won't be too strict on it, but guess the winner of the Ryder Cup. Guess who hits the winning putt. Guess the score. Guess it all. Trottie Golf swag's up for offer too as well. The more you get right, the more I'll give away. But let's see how we go on this tee shot down here. I'll give myself 3 goes. I've got to be honest, I'm not as confident about this one as I was about the other 2. That's just me being honest with you, Q-Mondo. If we nail this out the gate, under the pump, shot of his life, can't go anywhere but dance floor. We haven't hit a driver today. Now the thing is, at Marco Simone, that carried the trap. That might have gone towards the cart path. But at Marco Simone, with this one, he didn't have to worry about left, did he? He did have to worry about right, though. All right, that's going to be... It's not a bad first effort. We can make the yardage. There's the Ricky Fowler ball. I'm recreating it, you see, Q. There's the Ricky Fowler ball. It made the yardage. I reckon we got this. Under the pump. I'm just going with Pix balls, just for Tommy. Come on, this is it. 3rd go. Oh, There's the Ricky Fowler ball and then some. There's the Ricky Fowler ball and then some. All right, come on. Give me one more for that. Oh, cart path. Shot number 5. We're not on the green yet. It's amazing what happens when you lock in. It's pretty good. Took me 5 goes. You know the thing that's... Do you know what I've noticed about these shots in this video today? All of these shots, you want to hit 50,000 times over. I'm just getting going for the Ryder Cup. The juices are getting going. But also, we watched the videos before we made this one, and it was just how chill. Tommy Fleetwood just bowls down, giving it the Liam Gallagher walk. I mean, I just want to stand here all day and keep hitting these golf shots. We'll go up, we'll pace it off, we'll take a look at the shot quality. But Aviara, thanks for this amazing hole. Thanks for these shots today. Remember what you got to do to get the giveaway. Let's go and have a look at the shot quality. So let's put those 3 shots into the Clipped app. Clipped looks at your shot quality when it comes to the golf shot. Tour average is 100. 200 is the perfect golf shot statistically. Jamie Donaldson's shot quality on that wedge was 187. His start lie was in the fairway, there was a light breeze, and his end lie was 0.3 of a yard. Remember the circumstances. He was 4 up, Dormy 4 up, I believe, or he was Dormy in his game against Keegan Bradley. So Jamie's shot was 187 in that Ryder Cup clinching shot quality. We look at mine in the recreation, 180. So maybe not quite as close as JD hit it. Obviously, the pressure cauldron was a little different. But this gives you a shot quality number as to how that actually performed against one of the best moments in golf. You can do this for 18 holes, and obviously it will capture your good shots and your not so good shots, and it will also give you data as to how that actually is on a left miss, a miss right, how does each club fare up, how do you perform. Then Clipped will tell you what to work on. Let's now analyse that Jordan Spieth golf shot at Whistling Straits. What a belter that was. 133 around the green for shot quality. Now, he was deep rough, normal fairways, moderate greens. Obviously, the rough that I set wasn't quite as deep as that one. It was in light wind, the start lie was rough, the end lie was 1.6 yards. Pretty good effort, keep his number in mind. As we go to mine, and we look at hole 12 here at Aviara, which is where we recreated it. Yes, there was rough. I hit it to 4 feet. It's actually putting me down as 162 shot quality. So I'd have been actually faring up pretty well versus Jordan Spieth. But what I will say is Spieth's effort and the dramatics of him almost going into Lake Michigan were considerably greater than mine. And I also had 5 or 6 attempts, and I didn't have Ryder Cup pressure on the line. But it gives you a good barometer as to how your golf shot can compare to some of the greatest moments in Ryder Cup history. Marco Simone is our last golf shot, where we look at how Tommy did under the pump in that cup clinching game. He only needed to get half a point to bring it home for the Euros. It was 180 shot quality. Start lie was the tee, he had 304. There was no wind at all. End lie was the green, he hit it to 23 feet. My best effort went to 42 feet, so it probably won't be scoring quite as good. Plus, I mean, let's face it, I didn't have a Ryder Cup on the line. So all of that is taken into consideration. 295 was my shot distance. My start lie was tee shot 309. I'm hitting into the iconic last here at Aviara. 42 feet, as mentioned, shot quality 170. So this is part of the data then that goes on and builds your overall picture of your golf game as to how you perform as a golfer. You can then compare yourself like this in a fun video to the best shots of all time, but also you compare your game to whether it be a plus golfer, whether it be a tour player, whether it be a Ryder Cup star, or whether it be those major winners. But it's a fun exercise to go through, and it illustrates to you guys just how great the clip data can be and where that barometer is of total, unbelievably deniable, amazing golf shots in Ryder Cup history. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to check out anything to do with Adidas Golf, once again, thanks for the giveaway swag in here. You can get these Colin Morikawa looks. They can come to you, all three of them, with the Adi Zero golf shoes. They're going to be on offer too. If you get it right, as mentioned, pick the winner, pick the winning score, maybe pop down there who's got the winning putt. I'm going to add in some Trottie Golf swag to send to you as well if you get those bonus questions. Follow myself, follow Adidas Golf, tag your buds, DM me. It's the only way we can do this. IG, send me a screenshot, and then I'll get in touch with you and we'll get some swag sent out to you. Clipped, all the info's down there in the description. You can get after that too. Sky Caddy, if you want to know how I measure my yardages, I'll bang all their descriptions down there too. Enjoy the Ryder Cup. It's going to be amazing. Who do you think's going to win? I can't wait.